A burglar picked the wrong house to rob because my friends accidentally turned him into the most terrified man alive. We were hosting what we called an end of fear party, a dumb inside joke about surviving finals week. Music blasting, drinks everywhere, people screaming along to songs they didn't know. It was chaos in the fun college kid way. At some point, my stomach staged a violent rebellion. Both bathrooms were full, so in a moment of desperation, I bolted outside and dove behind the bushes to throw up my entire existence. Classy, I know. When I finally stopped dying and lifted my head, I saw something weird. My neighbor's window was wide open. Strange because he was literally at our party, and he lived alone. I stumbled over, peeked through the window, and froze. Inside, some random guy with a travel bag was shoving everything valuable he could grab into it. Laptop, speakers, camera, even some collectible bobbleheads. At first, my brain was too slow to understand, but when it clicked, I sprinted back inside screaming, "There's some guy robbing the house next door!" A few girls instantly grabbed their phones and called the police. The guys, yeah, they chose violence. Before I could blink, a small army of drunken dudes grabbed whatever weapons they could find, mostly brooms. One guy armed with a roll of duct tape like he was born for this moment, and charged out the door. They stormed across the yard like a dollar store SWAT team. The burglar spotted them through the window, panicked, and tried to climb out, but it was too late. The mob tackled him straight into the grass and started whacking him with their brooms. To their credit, it wasn't hard. He basically collapsed in terror the second he touched the ground. While he lay there trembling, the duct tape guy slid in like a superhero and immediately started taping the burglar's hands and feet. And for some reason, the burglar just let him do it. Maybe he was too shocked. Maybe he thought resisting would get him hit with more cleaning supplies. Someone brought out a giant black trash bag, and before I could process what was happening, they stuffed his whole body inside. Only his head was sticking out, like a deranged Christmas present. They wrapped him with the entire roll of tape until he looked like a human caterpillar. He just kept mumbling, "Let me go, I'll never come back, I swear." The cops were nowhere in sight, so one guy had a brilliant idea. Let's get more stuff to tie him up with. They sprinted to the dollar store. 10 minutes later, they came back empty-handed, except somehow carrying a whole rope. I checked inside to make sure no one else had done something stupid. 5 minutes later, I returned outside and froze. They had tied the burglar upside down to a lamppost, just there, hanging there wiggling helplessly in his tape cocoon while drunk people danced around him. We brought the speakers outside and kept the party going like it was completely normal. One guy even tried offering him a beer, but he obviously couldn't drink upside down. When the neighbors came out to complain about the noise, we pointed at the dangling burglar. They burst out laughing and thanked us for catching him. By the time the cops finally arrived, 15 painfully slow minutes later, they were trying so hard to stay serious, but you could see it. The shaking shoulders, the nearly hidden smiles. They'd been hunting this guy for weeks, and this was how they found him. They cut him down, carried him to the patrol car, still wrapped like a caterpillar, shoved him inside, and drove away. And that's how my friends accidentally created the most terrifying, hilarious citizen's arrest our town had ever seen.